Ryan, what was the feel and the difference between week 1 and week 2 offensively?
We made plays in week 2 that we didn't make in week 1. I felt like the coaches did a great job of transitioning us from week 1 to week 2, getting us most prepared, and then the guys going out there with the mentality that, that's not the offense we want to be in week 1. And week 2, we really improved on it, and it helped us.
Was it intensity, focus, aggressiveness? What was
It was a whole bunch of things. It was everything. Week 1, we didn't have intensity. We didn't have focus. We didn't win our one-on-one matchups. We didn't play well just collectively. In week 2, we improved on everything. But, watching the film yesterday, we saw there's a lot more room for improvement. And just because we had a big win doesn't mean we're going to stop there.
Was it helpful that Kyree was on your side as opposed to the other side?
I always want Kyree on my side. This guy's a stud. I'm glad I'm sitting next to him and he's not, facing me.
Ryan, after the game on Saturday, one of the DBs from UCLA made a comment that you were doing a tell on your passing plays with touch your talent. What were your thoughts on him saying that?
I actually knew that they knew going into the game, so I used that to the best of my advantage as I could.
Did you tap it a few times?
Yeah, I tapped it a few times when it was a run. I didn't tap it when it was like play action pass or certain passing situations. So I kind of played like a mental game within the physical game, which was kind of fun.
Yeah, were you surprised after the game, after you guys win, that they would say something?
Yeah, you're definitely surprised, but as soon as we won that game, we won. We celebrated for the 24 hours, but we move on. We're not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to dwell on other people's comments because we have New Mexico State this week, and that's all that matters.
You talk about Kobe, breakout game, different player.
Kobe, man. Kobe, he's a stud. All the receivers are studs. Jesse Matthews, Kobe Smith, Elijah, all the guys who can get their hands on the ball. They're all really good players. So I wasn't surprised to see Kobe have that stat line. I think there's many other receivers who can have that stat line, but it was great to see Kobe make some big plays and, excited to see what he can do the rest of the year.
Kyree, the previous couple seasons, the DBs have had their challenges early on in the season. What do you think has been the difference for them this year?
I think just our preparation during the week. We're a young group going in. We had to fill the shoes of DeMonte Casey, Malik Smith, Naeem Parker Baldwin, and all those guys. So I feel like we matured a little bit, and I think that we just work well together.
Is it difficult to prepare for a team when the video you watch of them is them getting beaten up by one of the best teams in America?
It's Alabama, so I feel like they do that to a lot of people, but it's not really difficult. We just have to prepare the right way, and they're a very talented team. We seen on film they played very good against Washington State. They have athletes just like we do, and we can't take them lightly because our coach always preaches that any team could be beat any Saturday, so we have to prepare the right way.
What challenges does New Mexico State present that the other two did?
Well, they have great wide receivers. I feel like we have to prepare very well for them. They have very good athletes. They throw the ball, I think, 60 times a game. So we just have to be on our A game on Saturday.
Okay, Ryan, the success the Aztecs have had against the Pac-12 teams the last 2.5 years. Program arrived. Do you have a different feel now that you can play anybody? Outside of Alabama, you play.
Right. We have that mentality. Whoever we play on Saturday, it doesn't matter, what conference they come from. It doesn't matter how big, how small their guys are. We go in with the same mentality. If we play the right game of football, if we play San Diego State, tough, hard-nosed football, we can go up against anybody in the country, and we truly believe that.
Hey guys, I don't know how aware you are of SB 206, California Fair Pay to Play Act, where college athletes could possibly make money off their name and likeness. California could be as early as 30 days away from proving that into law where you guys can make money. Are you guys aware of that at all? Have you been following that story?
I think we've always heard that story. I think I've been hearing it for the past 3 or 4 years about college athletes. Should we be paid? Should we not? Are we amateurs? That would turn us into professionals. And I guess the main thing I would say is it shouldn't just span just to football. If it's going to do football, it should go to baseball, it should go to basketball, it should go to men's, it should go to women's sports. So they need to, take that into account. It shouldn't just be one sport. It should be, everyone as a collective whole. And then at the end of the day, we want to be eligible to play for championships. So whatever keeps us eligible is what I want to do.
Same like what he just said. I feel like it could be a good thing. Spread money around all these programs that work just as hard as us. And like Ryan said, we're trying to win the championship. So whatever.
You guys know what you want to endorse yet? I mean, it's not sure. It's going to come in when you guys are done, but you guys ready to endorse something?
No comment.
But like you guys walk around, obviously you guys get out of the building, but even in the building, you drive around. I don't know if any of you are on the billboard right now, but when you look up and see yourself on a billboard, you see yourself in a marketing ad, you think sometimes, wow, maybe I should make some cash off of that.
Personally, I don't think about that in the moment. When I was lucky enough to be on a billboard, and Kyree was too, and when you look at that, you're just so happy to have that recognition, to be up there representing San Diego State. They give us so much as it is. We get meals, we get to fly on planes to games, we get to play on national TV, we get to go to school for free. There's a lot of things that come with it. We're seniors, so we probably won't get to see the paid side aspect, but whatever they decide is probably the right decision. And if they decide to pay athletes, it's for the right reasons.
Do you think it's going to happen though? I mean, you guys are on the ground floor. Do you see it as inevitable?
Eventually. Probably when we're gone, long gone though.
Yeah, long gone.
Hey, Ryan, flipping back between week 1 and week 2, guys uncomfortable in week 1, nervous, uptight, trying to figure out how to execute, and week 2 give you a different comfort zone now?
Yeah, I think week 1 for everyone, offense, defense, and special teams coaches, you get those butterfly feelings, you get kind of nervous. First game of the year, playing in front of the home crowd, a great home crowd, a lot of people there. You want to play the perfect game, and offensively, I think we were a little too uptight, a little too worried. Wanted to see how great we could be, and we didn't play as well as we wanted to. And then going into week 2, we saw that we were really close. We saw that we were a good football team, and we just said, hey, let it hang loose, let it go, do what you need to do, go do your job, trust the guy next to you is going to do his job, and we're going to be successful if we do that.
You obviously want to turn the page going forward and make sure that you're focused for the upcoming game, but what can a win like that do just for camaraderie and for connecting with each other? I mean, how high can you get on that, just as far as the closeness in the locker room?
I feel like hard wins like that bring us all together, and just kind of excites us for the future because we know how good we can get, as well as just watching the film over and just seeing how much better we can get. So I feel like they're good for the soul, good for the locker room, good for the energy as well in the practice field, and just motivates us to go harder and just see our potential go through the roof and try to get better each week.
Hey, Ryan, based on what Boise's done 2 weeks in a row, and what Wyoming did, and Hawaii's beaten 2 Power 5 teams, you kind of surprised at what's happening in the conference?
I'm not surprised at all, actually. We've played all those schools, and all those games we played against those schools have been hard, tough battles. And I'm not surprised to see any school in the Mountain West have success, not only against teams within the conference, but some of those big powerhouses. Wyoming beating Missouri, Boise State beating Florida State, Hawaii beating Arizona and Oregon State, and Nevada beating Purdue. It's just it's really cool to see them be successful because you want everyone within this conference to prove how good we are, because people might not watch us because we're in the Mountain West. We play the late games, and so it's really nice to see them get the recognition they deserve too.